Hey guys, it's Reagan, and I thought I would do a review / discussion of a book that I just finished and that I'm obsessed with because it's awesome, and that book being Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas. I finished this like a week ago at this point. When this video is going up, it'll be like a week ago. And it's awesome, and I can't just not do a review, or I can't just do a review because I need to talk about it, and you guys are the only ones who understand me when it comes to like books and such and such and such. But anyway, so the first part of this video is going to be the actual review part, and the next part will be the discussion where I can like fangirl and squeal and things like that. It'll be like a spoiler-based aspect of the video, and you will be warned beforehand so you can stop watching and come back to it when you're done reading and join in on the discussion. Anyway, okay, yeah, so let's just get started. If you guys didn't know, Crown of Midnight is the sequel to Throne of Glass, both written by Sarah J Maas, and it is a high fantasy novel that follows a girl named Selena. Because this is a sequel, I'm going to try to make the review non-spoiler, but still kind of give you an idea of what I thought about it overall. Personally, I loved Throne of Glass so much. You guys saw me rave about it in my August wrap-up, so I had high expectations going into this book, but at the same time, like, I was like, you know, I figured it would be like, you know, as good as Throne of Glass. No. Guys, this book was like way better, if that's even possible. This book was so good. Like, it just, like, if you read Throne of Glass and you read this one, you realize that Throne of Glass is just, like, the setup. Like, you can tell this series is going to be massive for one thing, but Throne of Glass was just, like, setup to, like, the rest of the series. Like, it just needed to happen so, like, they can start doing other things. But going into the actual review, continuing on from the Throne of Glass story, it starts off right away action-packed. And Selena is still an awesome, kick-ass female main character. I still love her. In fact, I love her even more in this book. Even when she does some things that make me sad. It just makes me so sad, but that's for this later part of the video. The story is even better. Throne of Glass had a pretty good story, the whole champion timeline, but it was limited in scope. Whereas the story in this one, you could see where it's going to branch off into a massive fantasy series, which just makes me so happy. So yeah, it was definitely full, and you can see where things are going to be added to it to make it even more rich. The storytelling by the author, Sarah J Maas, is fantastic. I love this lady. I want to marry her. Can that happen? Can someone make that happen for me? Yeah, overall, this book was fantastic. If you read Throne of Glass, read this right away. If you're thinking about reading Throne of Glass, do it and then pick this up immediately afterwards, because I gave this a 5 out of 5. If I could give it more stars, I would. These two books, this book series, I'm just going to count them as one, is in my top favorite. It might be my favorite book series I've read so far. New book series I've read so far this year. Saying it now. It was so good. I enjoyed it so freaking much. The first thing I want to talk about for my discussion aspect of this video, and we are moving into the discussion fully aware that there will be spoilers from this point on. So please be aware of that. Is the love triangle, which I don't really think is much of a triangle, but like love interests. There's going to be Team Dorian, there's going to be Team Kowal. I am Team Kowal. But the love in this, or the love interest, or like the happenings in this book was freaking fantastic. As a Team Kowal, you can only imagine how thrilled I was, like, 1/3 into the book when that happened, when the relationship started happening. I was, like, on cloud freaking 9. I was eating it up. I was so happy. But then, when the incident happened with Archer and him framing Kowal in a way, or revealing that Kowal knew information regarding Selena's friend that ultimately led to her death, and then Selena broke it off with Kowal. It was so hard for me to read, guys. I was like, stop it. And then when she started like befriending Dorian again, I was like, stop it. Stop it. What are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah, that aspect of the book. Oh, and the ending. Oh my god. When he was like figuring out who she was and stuff or whatever, she's like, I'll always choose you. Just remember that. I'll always choose you. And I was like, oh. Moving on to other things I want to talk about, I found, okay, so the love interest part was the best. The story is getting interesting. I feel like it's really gonna develop out now. Like, it's getting serious. Like, this is gonna be a massive series. Like, she's going off to this land just to get information and allies. She's not even finding the keys yet. Finally, a book series that's not rushing it into a freaking trilogy. Some things cannot happen in a trilogy. It just doesn't work. And this author is, you know, noticing that and is wanting to make a massive book series, which is, praise Jesus, so I can buy them all. The only aspect of the story that kind of bothered me was the whole thing with her, like, them taking forever to reveal, like, her actual heritage. To me, that was so obvious, like, the entire time. And I was like, why? Why are we... But, you know, what can you do? Anyway, that's all, you know, I want to discuss. The main thing I wanted to really discuss was this whole Kowal and Selena Dailywop, because, you know, he's like my new favorite male protagonist currently. Like, he is my current husband. I love him. So yeah, if you guys have read this book, try to keep it spoiler free down in the comments, but maybe kind of be really careful. But let me know, like, how you're feeling. But just be careful, because I don't want anyone, you know, to get spoiled from a comment, because that can be frustrating. That can be frustrating. Anyways, sorry if this video was rambly. I can be a little rambly sometimes. And, yeah, alrighty guys, bye!